And we are live on Facebook.
Hey, Facebook, we're live.
Yes.
I love it. Welcome to Untamed Thoughts, guys. It's me, Brandy, and that's Jacqueline. And guess who that is? That's Jason Allen.
Howdy, y'all.
Jason, for anybody that doesn't know, you probably don't live in Texas. Jason is a Texas music artist. I've actually known Jason for a really long time. I met him, he may not even remember, but I met him ages and ages ago because his dad and my uncle are friends. And we met when we were kids. And then my brother actually went on the road with you for a while and worked for you.
Yeah. I knew that part, but I didn't know the other part.
Yeah, we met like a long time ago. I barely remember it.
Wow.
Wow.
But I do remember it.
But I'm only 16, so it couldn't have been that long ago.
Well, that's okay because I'm only 15, so.
I don't know where this gray came from.
I don't have any of that. I cover it up.
Lived a hard life already.
Right?
I'd like to introduce you guys to my dog, Chloe.
Hi, Chloe.
Chloe.
Hi, Chloe.
Goat. So.
Producer duties complete. We are live, we are watch partying, and we sound good.
I'm
Right.
doing all of those things at the same time as well.
You
Tell
got
us
any?
a little bit about yourself, Jason. Where I know you were born in Pasadena. Where
Yeah, I
what
was born there in the flood, 1976, and that's the only reason I was born there is because my parents couldn't get to the hospital they wanted to go to, which is in Houston, and I guess it was flooded, so we ended up in Pasadena. So I was born in Pasadena, but I was raised in the Conroe, but in between Conroe and Lake Livingston, most of my life. I did live outside of Texas. I lived in Richmond, Virginia for a little while, and
I didn't know that.
yeah, my dad, laid brick for a living, so we went wherever that was going to be, and there was a lot of work up there at the time, and I'd say, 3 or 4 years we lived up there.
That was something new for me.
It was different.
So what got you started in music?
Well, it was my parents. So they had a guitar, and I was just drawn to it at a very early age, 4 or 5 years old. I remember just being, just taken by it. And my dad, my mom and dad, they bought me a guitar. Our neighbor, she actually bought me a toy guitar, and then it went from there because I carried it around everywhere. And then it went from there and it went to a bigger guitar. And my parents bought me a real guitar, should I say. And then my mom showed me some real chords. And from that moment on, it was just like a part of me, the guitar was.
That's amazing. I wish I had that talent, but I do not have that talent.
It's not that hard. It's pretty easy.
It doesn't matter if it's hard. I just don't have it.
That's it. That's all you have to know is those 2 chords. You can play anything.
But that was 3 chords really fast.
Yeah, it was.
That was super fast. Well, I did a little bit of background digging, and if I remember correctly, you're the youngest of 5 siblings, yeah?
Yep. Yeah, and my brother's actually he's been in the hospital. He just got 2 stents put in. So
Oh no.
praise God that we're glad that he didn't have to have open heart surgery. So he's actually doing good. I say doing good. He's doing better now. But I'm glad they found it. And then I have a sister that lives in Austin, Texas, and I have another sister that lives over in the Conroe area. And I think they might be watching right now. So hi, y'all.
Hi guys.
Shout out. Are any of them into music? Playing?
Well, early on, my sister would sing with me a lot. And then I guess she got tired of the bars, of the bar scene. And my brother sings a little bit, and not much, just around the house when we're hanging out and stuff. But my mom and dad my dad was a singer early in a gospel group. He was in a gospel quartet, and then my mom, she really couldn't sing. She was kind of tone deaf, but she knew enough on the guitar, and she kind of helped me get started with the whole music thing. So.
Well, that's sweet. And you're kind of a big deal. I mean, you've had 2 number 1 singles on Texas radio, and then you have 5, what was it, 5 other singles that were dropped. You just released an album. Like,
yeah,
you've been
we've had a ton of top 10 hits. You know, there's been a whole, and I say hits, I mean, mainly the Texas, Oklahoma, you know, the whole Texas music scene. Which I'm glad is from when I started, it's branching out now. It's way bigger than it used to be, and I'm so glad that it's actually getting so much attention. I can tell I've got like a way bigger fan base because of the Texas music scene growing so much. And
I've got a cat yelling at me back here in case you didn't notice.
I thought that was John, just giddy.
It could be. I mean, it is his cat yelling at me.
Well, and you brought up a good point. I mean, the Texas music scene, a lot of people that aren't from Texas, like Brandy said, a lot of people don't know that the Texas music scene is in its own right. Like, it's its own, we love our country music a certain way.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah, I think our standards are way higher than a lot of others, because we have, you know, so much to live up to, because we've had so many great artists come from down here.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. John is apparently on my computer in my office, and he's posted and said that we still need a song about Fords.
About what?
Ford.
I thought you said farts.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay,
thought
well,
too.
that too. I mean,
Well,
you know.
maybe the song, I would like to throw a title in, and some song credits if you choose it, but farts in a Ford.
Farts in a Ford.
Farts in a Ford.
We got farts in a Ford. Oh Lord, farts in a Ford. Oh Lord, farts in a Ford. Oh Lord, farts in a Ford.
That's what I call a win-win. He got another #1 single, and we got a sponsorship
Right.
from Pork and Beans and Ford.
Heck yeah.
Done.
Exactly.
Pork and Beans sponsorship. Here we come.
Oh, that's awesome.
Brandy, you want to do the official honors of making sure he's prepared, strapped in, and ready to do this?
Are you ready to go Untamed?
I am ready.
All right, here we go. First story of the night. We're going to be talking about on the road and stuff that happens. So I found this story about this guy in Colorado who was driving through the Rocky Mountain National Park, and apparently he needed to pee. So there was a construction site on the side of the road with a porta potty. Follow me?
Gotcha.
He stops, does his business, comes out of the porta potty just in time to see his truck roll across the street and off the cliff.
Oh,
That's
Lord.
sad.
That's not good.
Pretty shitty situation, if you ask
Shitty
me.
day.
So, lesson learned: set your parking brake when you're in the mountains and you stop.
Oh, man.
I can't
Can
believe
you imagine?
that's a true story.
That's a true story. It happened in July.
It's one of our hashtags. Funny because it's true.
Yep.
I like that.
Not so much for the other guy, but for us.
I
It's
mean, not
great.
for the guy that fell off his truck fell off the cliff.
Yeah.
Or
At
whatever
least
it was.
he didn't roll into the porta potty, or it wasn't strapped to the porta potty and take it with him.
Man, thank God.
That would have been bad.
That'd be a shitty way to go.
Right. Exactly. There were several people that stopped behind him and helped him because they saw it happen. There's actually a video of it. You can go watch it. I saw it on Huffington Post, my favorite spot.
That is your favorite. That's your go-to. I just want to read that insurance claim.
Yeah, right.
How do you say, I stopped at a place that I wasn't supposed to stop at and didn't set my parking brake and my truck rolled off the cliff?
Well, you got to add character to it to get it bought in and, get some buy-in. You gotta
Right.
add
Was it
character to
I
that.
wonder if it was a Ford.
Me too.
I-
I was thinking the same
It
thing.
was a Jeep, I think, from what I could tell. Like a Cherokee, an older body style Cherokee or something like that. I want to know if he had to pay any fines because he did damage to the national park.
Ooh, that's right.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because you
National parks.
can't damage national parks
That's
for
right.
free.
For accident.
Man,
Got anything? Okay, tell us something that happened over the road that is unbelievable
it doesn't have to be about pissing or runaway vehicles.
or shit. But I have a feeling you have stories about all of those things.
Oh yeah, we'll keep it clean. For,
Yeah.
We'll see. Oh God, the road. I mean, with my guys, we're always driving home like at the most interesting hour, and everyone's usually drunker than we are, because we when you're on stage, and then by the end of the night you're loading out, and by the time it takes you to actually get in the vehicle and drive, you're sober, and everyone else is pretty plastered, and it's very dangerous at night driving home. I mean, we've seen some pretty bad accidents actually, from people just not being smart about the situation. But we've been actually pretty lucky. We've never gotten in any major accidents or anything. Thank God.
That's good. We'll keep praying for that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but crazy things that have happened on the road. Oh my gosh.
These cats are having a party back here.
Are those
I don't know if
cats
y'all
on here?
can hear that.
I'm standing by John being all giddy back there.
Jeez. They never do this. They must be excited for you, Jason.
I'll tell you one story. Speaking of cats, we were playing at a place called Moe's Place in Katy, Texas, and I was looking for a trailer. We didn't have a trailer, so I was renting a U-Haul, and that is a pain in the rear, because you load everything up, you take it to the gig, then once you do the gig, you got to come home, then you got to take it back, and you got to unload all your stuff, then take it back. And I had loaded my stuff up and made it to Moe's Place, and we were unloading, and there was my cat was actually in the U-Haul and had rode all the way to the gig with me. So
oh my gosh,
when I opened the gate, the cat was just looking at me and went, wow. So I had to grab my cat, keep it from taking off, and had someone go bring a little cage, and she actually stayed at the gig with me all night long. The cat did.
Aw,
that's crazy.
I just wanted to
That's
be
sweet at the same time.
It was a honky tonk cat.
It was all,
There's you another song.
we're gonna create a whole album just in this one little podcast.
How often does that happen? How many times do people come up to you and say, I have an idea for a song?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, a lot.
A lot.
How many this week? Not counting Brandy and I.
Actually, there's been a couple this week. But what's crazy is the people that those ideas are really not usually a good idea, but the great ideas are when people are just not trying to pitch a song title, and they're just talking, and some of the stuff they say, I'm like, oh my God, that's the perfect song title.
That's how we find our funny stories.
From the song titles.
Well,
just talking.
we're just talking.
Life. You wouldn't believe it when you're looking around and you're paying attention how ridiculous things are. Like a month's supply of toilet paper advertising. Why do you need a month's supply of toilet paper?
People,
somebody
might. They're gonna sell it. They're already on the shelves. Flying. Oh, for senior, you need a month's supply of toilet paper so that you can economize when you go toilet paper people's houses. That's just efficiency.
That's a genius idea for that.
That's just
I haven't toilet papered anyone's house in a long time.
Me either.
We should
I've
get together and
never
go do
toilet
that.
papered anyone's house.
Jacqueline, what? How were you my friend and we never toilet papered anybody's house together?
I don't know. But I have never toilet papered anyone's house. And I think it was our generation that went around driving around hitting mailboxes with baseball bats.
Yeah.
Jason's like, yeah,
I
we
never
did.
that.
That was us. There wasn't a whole lot to do in the late 80s and mid 90s through the mid 90s.
In Conroe.
That's right.
No.
We didn't have cell phones back then. Well, I mean,
No,
we may have, but they were flip phones or something weird.
they were bricks back then, I think.
Yeah.
And you had to screw in the antenna, and you had to be filthy rich to have.
Right. Oh, I was reading a text thread, like a Twitter thread today when I was looking for stories, and it was all about millennials tweeting about, I wish I had written them down, about things that they didn't realize really happened in the 90s, like what a compact disc was. They kept calling it a computer disc. What was another one? I don't remember, but there was several of them, and I was like, oh my gosh, this makes me feel incredibly ancient.
Yeah.
I've been going through this is crazy now, but I've been going through my old cassette tapes and digitizing them. So I'm playing it back and I'm listening to, and cassette tapes take forever. I mean, you have to rewind it. It takes a long time just to do that. I forgot how slow those things were, but I've already gone through, I mean, maybe 20 different tapes from the 90s. And one of the tapes that I found was an old tape that's just an answering machine tape. And
I bet that was hilarious.
And it would just be like the beginning of the conversation where it's like, hello? It's like we'd screen the call, it'd be like my uncle, and he would just say, hey, y'all hear me, pick up, and beep, and then he'd pick up, and then you wouldn't hear the conversation. So it's just the front part of the conversation. So it's kind of cool to have. But
yeah,
that is how we used to screen calls, though, is with the answer machine.
Yeah, just let it roll and let them talk for a minute. Go, is this someone I want to talk to or not?
Exactly. Or Jacqueline, do you remember calling for time call for time and weather late at night so your parents didn't know that the phone was ringing?
Yeah, so you could call waiting would pick up.
Yeah.
We're such dorks.
The little tricks.
Yeah, we had to do what we had to do, man. We were bored.
I want to know. I'm curious. Going back to the road stories, do you tour on a bus? Like, do you take buses around?
We did a couple times. Those buses are very expensive, and usually the buses that we can afford, they'll break down on you. So you don't really want to take those out. But we took a Silver Eagle out a couple times, and it was comfortable for a little while, but they break down on you, and then it's very expensive. So we usually just do the van, thing, and everybody, or if it's close enough, everyone will just kind of meet at the show together.
Just caravan it.
Yeah. We have a trailer, and we usually that's just kind of our little spot to hang out in when we get to the venue and a place to get ready. It's our little green room on wheels.
Nice. So no crazy bus stories, but I'm curious, is there any
crazy bus story?
Oh, there is?
Oh, I've heard crazy bus stories.
Okay, so we were playing a place called Club 21. I was opening for a guy named Kevin Fowler, and I know y'all know who Kevin is. And this was maybe 2003 or 4 maybe, and the next night he was supposed to be playing at Billy Bob's, and we opened the show, and I got really drunk and I passed out on his bus because he told me to go lay down. And I was supposed to be playing in San Antonio the next night. Well, I woke up in Fort Worth to the bus stopping. I was in a bunk, and I got up, and I looked around, and I'm like, why am I still on the bus? And then I walked out to the front, and Kevin saw me. He goes, "What are you doing on the bus?" I'm like, "I don't know." He goes, "We're at Billy Bob's." So needless to say, I went to Billy Bob's with Kevin Fowler and didn't even know it at first.
An accident.
There, so.
What happened to your San Antonio show?
Well, I had to cancel it because there's no way I could. I didn't have a ride, and he wasn't taking me back. I was stuck at Billy Bob's, so I had to reschedule that show.
That's
it wasn't
hilarious.
a really big show. It was a small acoustic thing, but still, I had to reschedule it.
Well, that's damn better than my got lost, stuck on a bus story, and ended up somewhere I didn't know.
Yeah.
I fell
can
asleep.
think of worse places to end up than Billy Bob's.
I fell asleep on a bus from LAX and woke up in 29 Palms.
Hello.
I don't even know where that is.
Exactly. That's the point. It was early on in my Marine Corps career, and I got off the bus, because I was supposed to be there. Unlike Jason here, I didn't pass out drunk. I was sober. But
and
I
did it on purpose.
I signed a contract. I gave them permission. And I got off the bus and I said, because I was still as quirky as I am today, as I, back then. And I looked at the sergeant that was checking us in. I was like, how in the hell did I already piss someone off so much? I got excommunicated from the world. What is this place? There's nothing there. Y'all never heard of it?
Never heard of it.
What is it just like?
It's a military base. It's for our schools, but
desert or something?
It's just straight desert. And when we got our first leave, we were allowed to leave the base, right? Because we were Marines. We were in the fleet at that point. We weren't maggots. We weren't recruits. So they're like, I guess you're mature enough to go and get a hamburger if you want. But it's in the middle of nothing, in the middle of desert. And they said, if you get lost, pull your car over, get out of your car, stand on top of your car, figure out where the lights are, drive towards the lights. I was like, we're all going to die.
Especially telling you to do that. Direction has not always been your friend.
Mm-hmm.
So you finally made it, huh? You finally made it to the...
Had to stay there for 4 months. Some and it drove people crazy. Some guy trying to get out on a Section 8 stripped down naked and started pulling up the Queen's Palms out of the CO's yard.
Oh my.
Little did he know they just ruled out the section. Getting out on the 8s in about probably 6 weeks before he started doing that. It's like, there is no crazy discharge. You just get to stay here.
Good Lord.
So your bus story, much better than my bus story.
I don't have a bus story. The last time I was on a bus was to Crested Butte, Colorado, when I was like 17, and I was mortified and terrified all at the same time because that bus driver drove 90 to nothing up the mountain roads, and I thought we were going to die.
Wow.
Sounds like me. I'm kind of afraid of heights a little bit, and I don't really like, especially don't like it when someone else is driving, like up Pikes Peak or something, and you're like looking over the edge, and that's not for me. That's not for me.
Well, could have been like that for.
Oh, why? I don't know why this triggered me, but I have a spider update for you.
Oh, in your car?
So for those of you who don't know, I've been battling these baby little spiders in my car, and I do not do spiders. It's not a thing for me. I'm terrified of them. I don't know why, but I can't handle it.
Are they getting bigger?
I don't pay that close attention.
It's hard to tell when you're doing this.
Yeah, exactly. While you're driving.
Oh, God.
That's bad.
I found more spiders. Someone told me to put eucalyptus in my car. I have not been to the craft store to get eucalyptus yet, but I have eucalyptus oil. So I'm thinking I might put the eucalyptus oil and open it in my car.
You're gonna be
my car's gonna reek.
Eucalyptus is
Spiders are
supposed
probably
to be
gonna do that.
calming. So on the inside, you're going to want to freak out. But on the outside, you're like, but I can't. So
If you pour it in
Just
there, you'll never get it out properly.
I know. That's why I don't want to pour it, because I'm afraid it'll be there forever. Although if it keeps the spiders away, that might be okay.
You'll be fine with that.
man.
I keep telling John I just want to bug bomb the whole car, but I'm scared that'll really stink.
I know we joked about it, but I don't think it's a good idea to bug bomb your car.
Probably not. I mean,
I wouldn't do that.
I just saw
Especially if
that
you're
my
in it.
brother is on here listening. Keith Murphy, please do something about the spiders in my car. I know you don't like it when I kill them, but do it anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Kill them all.
I agree. That's
Well-
my spider update. They're still in there.
Right,
Damn
you get a new car, just burn it down.
I know.
Just
That's
burn
why
it
I'm staying
down.
home a lot, because I'm scared to get in the car.
I
Well,
know
with
people that will do that. They'll burn their whole house down because there's spiders in it.
Okay, no, I'm not that crazy, but I will run the other direction like a crazy person, and I don't care how big or small it is. I'm out. Peace. See you later. Can't handle
spiders
it.
don't bother me.
I don't like spiders and snakes. What about snakes? You like snakes?
I'm better about snakes. I would rather not have to kill it myself. If I can find someone else to come do it for me, I will. But if I have no choice, I could do it if I had to.
Oh, wow.
Spider, I don't even want to kill it.
I think we had a snake in our house a couple of nights ago. My dog was trying to get it. You could see it looked like where it had been laying. And I'm not about these snakes, but I think it was in the laundry room, which is kind of like inside outside kind of
Yeah.
outdoor porch thing.
What was
But
it, about a year ago? I had a snake in the house.
Yes.
You did?
In the same bathroom. So she was doing, I'm going to tell a story. I love to tell the story. So she is in her bathroom doing a product testing Tuesday, and she's doing like a mask or something. She's in her bathroom and she keeps going, my cats are going crazy. I don't know what for. They're crazy. They're just crazy. And then she posts about 30 minutes after her live, and there's a dead snake in there. These cats were trying to rescue her, and she's over there putting a mask on her face going, why are they so crazy?
Couldn't figure it out, and then turned around and went, son of a bitch. John, get in here. There's a snake in the bathroom.
Nope. Will not do snakes.
No.
Nope.
First and last one.
Will you do
Or
alligators?
thing.
Oh, let's see.
No.
Alligators.
Well, that was
Why
my
would you have
funny story.
What? Tell me. Tell us.
So, because we're on reptiles, and I found this story, and I thought it was funny because I don't know how it happened, but somewhere in a lake I got this from the Dallas News. Somewhere in a lake in South Texas is a gator with a knife in its head. Horrified that anyone would do anything like that to an animal. Now,
Wait,
first off, Judgy McJudgy, okay, I feel bad for the alligator, but if there's an alligator that's close enough to me that I can stick a knife in its head,
It's going to happen.
I'm sticking
gonna
the knife in the alligator's
Right.
head.
that means there's some sort of confrontation.
Yeah. Near
So,
the alligator. The alligator's getting it.
so
I guarantee
they,
you that same person would have done the same thing.
and it looked
agree.
like a steak knife sticking out of his head. So does
Who
that mean
carries
he,
a steak knife in their pocket?
that
It might have
means
been a Cajun that might have been hungry.
traveled from Louisiana with a knife in its head?
For real. That's funny.
Feel bad for the
Um,
gator,
Have
but
you been
I'm
up close
happy
and
that the
personal with a
gator
gator?
survived.
Have you been up close and personal with a gator?
No.
I
No.
have. They're
Ja-
scary things.
Jason?
Alligator had a knife in his head. Somebody thought he should be dead. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
You're good at that.
Well, I kind of practice writing songs every day.
It's a little important to what you do. All right. Are you gonna pick and grin for us?
Yeah, right now.
People or
you want to hear one now?
Yeah, people are asking for you to sing in the comments. So sing us something.
Chicken plucking. And this is my new shirt. And it's my chicken plucking, finger picking good shirt. Oops. Hold on.
I like it.
Let me get my helper to help me here. There you go. Can you see it?
I like that.
Shirt.
There's a chicken on top of the guitar.
I like that. I'm going to need one of those. You can get that shirt if you go to, we'll link Jason's website. If you want any merchandise or CDs or want to know what he's doing next, go to his website and it'll tell you everything you need to know.
And you might be getting CL and Carson. Your names are in a drawing, and one of you might be the recipient of one of those T-shirts, courtesy of Jason Allen. But he's not paying for it. Untamed is. It's just he created.
That was quick.
We're good at self-editing.
Clear that up.
Here's the song.
Okay, sing us a song.
Right. Well, play all day, play all night, if you can grin to the sound of right. If you couldn't get it down, he'd get ticked off and make a frown. When he got it right, people knew he was the chicken plugging, finger picking good. That boy, he was chicken plugging, finger picking good. He could make a guitar talk, they knew he could. Well, people came from all around to hear him make his guitar sound. Chicken plugging, finger picking good. Let's play it one time. Well, he started playing when he was 5 3/4 wouldn't do to make his job. Watched me learn to play every chance he could. Well, he knew where he wanted that sound to go. When I heard him licks on the radio, he got chicken plugging, finger picking good. The boy, he was chicken plugging, finger picking good. He could make a guitar talk, they knew he could. Well, people came from all around to hear him make his guitar sound. Chicken plugging, finger picking good. That boy was chicken plugging, finger picking good. Yeah, it was chicken plugging, finger picking good.
Woo! Yay! You make that look so damn easy.
And that was a heck of a lot of more than 3 chords. I counted 30,000.
There were 3 chords. That was it.
The same 3 chords over and over. I can't. I used to could play the piano, but I lost that. And I kind of regret it.
I love the piano. I've been kind of practicing it a little bit.
Yeah. So is the guitar the only thing that you play?
No, I play a little bass guitar. I can. I'm trying to learn fiddle, but Katrina's about to run me out of the house every time I try to play it. So. It sounds like your cat's back there in the background.
I can imagine.
Would you guys like to hear my fiddle playing?
Yes, let's hear it.
Will you go get my fiddle? Katrina's going to get my fiddle real quick.
Okay.
Well, while we're doing that, can you cue in comments corner? Just a little ditty, because I got comments to read to you.
Okay.
You gotta sing. Just do your 3 chords and do comments corner.
Oh, I do sing. Comments corner. There it is.
That's so much better than I do it. All right. So Kevin Ray Adams, he is seeing Jason Allen hats all over town, and the word is out all over town.
The word is out all over town?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is he telling everybody all over town?
He is.
I know him. He's a good guy. He's actually a singer.
Oh.
He's a singer too.
He's a singer too.
Yeah.
Like you're not a singer. No, I think you are. We're ready when you are.
Oh,
Oh, you
absolutely.
want me to play now?
Whenever. I've got my earplugs ready.
Hold on.
Okay, I love you, Jason, but I might be with Katrina. You might need to practice that in the garage.
I told you I was pretty good on that.
I was right. I'm always am. I can hear it in the back. Well, I just remembered I had a couple of questions, one for Jason and one for all of us, really a comeback. But when promoting this, I had a question posed to us because out of your bio, it says you're a singer, songwriter, and string bender. And they said, what's a string bender? I said, well, I will ask him. Please tune in.
A string bender, you know, like guitar strings. It's when you bend the strings.
That's what makes the noise happen.
And then they asked, and I really want y'all's opinion on this because I'll tell you what my comeback was. They said, oh, well, that's really cool. I said, that's really, really cool. Are y'all going to dress Texan? I said, well, we're going to be Texans that are dressed. So, yeah.
Yeah. How do Texans dress? That always cracks me up. Like that stigma that we ride horses everywhere.
When I moved to Virginia when I was a kid, you know, the kids asked me if I had a horse, you know, and if we had a lot of cactus in Texas. And they, you know, they thought it was just old West, you know, kind of looking, and that's just what kids thought back then. Actually, I didn't see that much cactus until I started hanging out in the hill country. I mean, I saw a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Until I got to West Texas, I didn't know cactus was in Texas.
Yeah.
Where'd you think it was?
I didn't know, but I didn't think it was in Texas. The desert. Who knew? Not me. Obviously.
Well, now we're getting requests. So I don't think he can play a Jason Aldean song simply because we don't own the rights to any of the music. And I get yelled at all the time by Brandy for singing songs
that we don't have rights to because we can't afford that shit yet.
But to be honest, I think we're more concerned of us getting fined because I'm singing it. I think we could get away because Jason's actually talented. Be like, if that girl sings my song one more time,
you'll get fined.
Fined.
No, I don't think that's it at all. Remind me next time, Jack, when I go live, to get my husband off my computer.
Yeah. Oh, he said that we were broke. Untamed is not broke. We are rich in
hilarity and genuine untamed thoughts. I don't know.
And love and happiness.
Yeah. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's normal.
I can't see the comments. How do I see the comments?
Oh, right here. I got him on the...
I'm missing out. Hold on. She's going to let you use your phone.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Katrina knows where the comments are because she was like, earplugs.
Hey, I want to know if you would, what are your untamed thoughts on this? In Orlando, Florida, a few days ago, there was apparently a 3-hour flight delay. People were getting angry. So the gate agent actually started contest with the people waiting at the gate, and they did games like who has the worst driver's license picture, And then they made paper airplanes and had a contest of which one went the furthest.
That's
Awesome.
fun.
Is that awesome or what? Like, there's nothing better than being delayed, and then let's just make the best of it, right?
I think I have the worst license photo.
I don't even remember what my license photo looks like. I don't look at it on purpose because it doesn't look like this. So
Mine looks like it should be shown on a 6 o'clock news. Have you seen this woman? She is wanted. It's a bad day.
Kent, not a good one. Not this kind.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, that's good stuff. I just lost it. Why does this always happen?
Oh, you talking about the airport?
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Thank you for that. It happens to me on a regular basis. I regularly forget what's going on. So yeah, they played games in the airport at the gate while they were waiting, and it calmed everybody down. And it was a Southwest flight.
I like flying Southwest.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually never flown
Bags
Southwest.
are free, and I think they still give you peanuts, don't they?
Yes, they do. They are nice, nice Southwest. Come fly the friendly skies. Is that them?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No clue. I've never actually flown Southwest, I don't think.
Really?
Yeah, no. I usually go out of the big airport here, not the little one.
Oh, the Hobby. Yeah, because it only goes
We
into
go to
Hobby.
Yeah, that's too far for me to drive.
Oh, can I ask my question I wanted to ask Jason? I've been itching
Yeah.
to ask him since we were going to interview him. Do you have any what's the craziest thing you've seen while you were on stage looking out at the audience?
That's a good one.
Like maybe somebody got proposed to and the girl was like, no. And then you had to sing a song to cheer up the guy. Like, what's the craziest thing?
You know, to me, I mean, I've seen so many fights break out. And what's crazy is when you're on stage, you can kind of see it happening before it happens. Like you could see that someone's with someone and they're not supposed to be, or someone walks in the bar and they get closer and they're like heading over to start. You know, you could just tell that something's about to go down and you can't do anything about it, you know, because you're in the middle of a song, but you see it about to happen. And I've seen that. I've seen I've had people. Now this is crazy, but I've had people get really into the show and they're dancing and they'll trip over the monitors, the floor monitors, and I've had them trip over into the stage and hit my microphone and hits my lip, and busted my lip before.
Oh my gosh, that's nuts.
Yeah, and then you gotta pick them up and then get them back on their way and pray that nobody else falls into your microphone stand.
Well, I have a follow-up. So when you see a fight getting ready to break out, be honest, do you play a song that could either escalate or de-escalate the situation? like maybe break into "Everybody Was Kung Fu Fighting" or something?
Yeah. I mean, actually, you just keep playing.
Like Santa Rosa.
If it gets too crazy, you have to just try to calm everybody down. But what one thing that we learned a long time ago in those situations is to keep playing and act like nothing's happening. That way the rest of the people don't, because if you stop and you're watching the fight, well then everybody else is going to watch the fight. But if you're playing and it's loud, they're not going to hear
what's happening around you. Yeah,
they'll just kick them out and
go on about your business.
Yeah.
Or you just stop and tell them, hey, get out of here. Y'all quit fighting.
Right. You're bothering me. Get out.
Yeah.
I have all the technology going off all at the same time.
People are asking question. Hey, where's Jason from? Jason is from Texas. He was born in Pasadena.
I live in New Braunfels, Texas.
He lives in New Braunfels.
Yeah, it's the clearest water in the world. I mean, the rivers here are clear. When I was a kid, when I grew up over in the East Texas area, all the water's dark. It's murky and muddy, but here all the rivers are real clear, and we like to float down the Guadalupe River on our inner tubes and maybe drink.
How we do.
There's a question I don't know if I can ask from the comments.
I'm scared.
I'm scared. If she's making that face, I'm scared.
But I want to read it because it's from Sarah, and I trust Sarah with all my heart and soul.
Oh, wait, no, I answered that question already.
Oh, okay, good.
I answered that question already.
You wouldn't think a lot of things make me blush, but they do.
If you knew her husband the way I know her husband, that was not a surprising comment.
No?
Not at all.
Oh man, we are 15 to the hour.
What?
This is crazy.
That happened super fast tonight.
Yes,
I
it
love
did.
it.
So wait a minute, where are you at?
Me?
Jacqueline's in Long
Yeah.
Beach, California.
Here in
I'm in the
Long Beach.
LBC. Snoop Doggy Dog. He doesn't
Do
let me
you
hang
know-
out with him. No.
Is that where I went? Yeah, I played there. I went over there and hung out
Sweet.
a couple years ago.
If you don't mind, we're getting another request for a song.
Okay. Any
Just
song?
pick,
Just
yeah,
one of yours.
it wasn't specific. My favorite's John Boat Blues, but you know.
I can do that. We
But
were
whatever
talking
you
about-
think.
We were talking about that alligator earlier. I should probably play like a little Cajun song or something.
There you go. Do that.
Maybe a little song. I wrote this song. I went to Louisiana one time and I gambled all my money away, and I had to go sing for tips, and that's how I got back home to Houston at the time. And this song is all about that experience. I'm going down to Louisiana. Got a pocket full of money, gonna spend it, honey. Going down to Louisiana. Gonna play a little blackjack, play a little poker. Spend my money, gonna get a little broker. Win or lose, I'm gonna blame it on that joker that took me down to Louisiana. I'm going down to Louisiana. Got a pocket full of money, gonna spend it, honey. Going down to Louisiana. Here we go. I'm gonna roll the dice, I'm gonna roll them twice. 7 come 11, don't you give me snake eyes. If I crap out, I'm gonna spend the night out in my truck down to Louisiana. I'm going down to Louisiana. Got a pocket full of money, gonna spend it, honey. Going down to Louisiana. Well, hit me again. Baby, don't hit me again. I want it all back. I'm going back to Louisiana. Got a pocket full of money, don't spend it, honey. Going down to Louisiana to find that alligator.
Yay.
Gosh, that's why you're a big deal.
He's really good at what he does. I'm really lucky that he's my friend too.
Yeah. That is totally why you're a big deal. And thank goodness you have that talent to use to get from point A to point B. Some people not so lucky.
Right.
Yeah, I am very. I started doing it. I put it this way: when I was younger, it took me a little while to figure it all out. But I figured it out. I think figured it out at a pretty young age because I've been doing it for over 20 years now, and it's still paying the bills. Barely, but it's doing it.
As long as it's doing it.
Mhm.
And you're having fun, that's what matters.
Yep, I enjoy doing it.
Would you mind if I asked a little bit more serious question?
Bring it.
Perfect. What advice would you give for people that have a dream that everybody else just seems crazy?
You know, what I've learned is don't tell anybody what your plans are. Don't tell anybody what you're doing. Just start working on it. Because as soon as you tell someone that you're going to do something, there's always either someone's going to be jealous, either someone's just not going, they're not going to want to see you fail, so they don't want you to try, or that, you know, there's so many reasons for someone to tell you how you're not going to do it, you know, and 9 times out of 10 they haven't done it either, so don't listen to them. So just don't tell people, just do it, just work on it, and eventually you'll know if it's something you're supposed to do or not.
I 100% agree with that.
That's
That's
the best
amazing advice.
That is the best advice. That is
And
awesome.
Katrina had some good advice. She says that we all need to go to Long Beach and play on the beach.
Yes.
And I agree. Let's make that happen.
Ooh, hey, Katrina, you and I are going to talk. Let's get him booked at Sea Legs.
Come
Let's
on.
do this.
Sure.
All right.
Done.
Let's do this.
Sarah is asking if you're going to come to Austin anytime soon. So let me tell you, he's going to be in Castroville on the 29th of this month. That's this weekend, right?
That's tomorrow, yeah.
Oh, wow. That is tomorrow. Then he'll be in Bandera. That's a private event, though.
Yeah, we get together in Bandera. We do a little hunting and hunters weekend. Play a little music.
Oh, that's nice.
Fort Worth, though.
Fort Worth.
At,
the Longhorn Saloon.
Little Reds. Yep. Awesome.
And then you're not in the Conroe area. I mean, in the Austin area.
I don't think
No,
we have
the
anything.
closest is. Oh, but you get to go to Vegas.
Woo. Oh, that's right. I did see that. I'm
That's exciting.
My
It's next
cousin's
month.
getting married, and she's actually getting married on her parents' anniversary, which both of her parents have passed on. So it's a pretty big deal, pretty special.
That's cool. I like that.
Special event. Yeah.
So if you want to know where Jason is playing next and when he will be near you, like I said, go to jasonallentx.com and that'll tell you everything you need to know. You guys, I think we're coming to the end of the hour.
So would it be okay? I'm going to do the drawing, and then if you could take us out with a song.
Yeah.
Would that
I've got a special song that I'm going to play, that I'd like to play for my stepmom. She's over in Lovelady, Texas.
Absolutely. So let's do the drawing and then you can sing us out.
Got it.
There's only 2 pieces of paper. I'm trying to make this as random as possible. Only do so much. Okay. The winner of the lucky drawing and a Jason Allen shirt is CL Brimbridge.
Woohoo! Congratulations, CL. We will get that to you ASAP. Jason, thank you so much for coming and being Untamed with us. We had so much fun, and we hope you had fun.
Thank you so much.
Good. And everybody else will be here on Saturday at 10, just like normal, and then back again on Wednesday at 8:30, or as close as we can to 8:30.
And that will be 8 a.m. Saturday Pacific Standard Time and 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Wednesday.
Yes. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow.
And to hear us out, Jason Allen.
He's still dancing with her. He's still holding her tight. He still kisses her lips. It's a beautiful sight. They don't miss a step. Oh, he prays one day they'll be together, just like they once were. He's still dancing with her. You know he still feels her touch. her gentle smile. Smells the perfume that she wore. It always drove him wild. And in his hand, he holds her ring. Spins her round and round and round and round. They're right on beat. He's still dancing with her. He's still holding her tight. He still kisses her lips. It's a beautiful sight. They don't miss a step. Oh, he prays the day they'll be together, just like they once were. He's still dancing with her.
I love that one. Bye, guys. We'll see you Saturday morning. Thanks
Bye.
again, Jason.
Thank you so much, Jason.
See you later.